All right, guys, today we are talking Palantir. We're going to talk about what moves I've made in my gambling portfolio first. Then we're going to talk about the NVDA Palantir relationship or partnership, as well as the interview that Alex Karp did a couple days after the announcement talking about it. And then lastly, we're going to be taking a look at my investing portfolio and see what moves I've made there in regards to Palantir. So let's jump right in and let's look at the call options. Guys, this was taken over the weekend. All right, if you can see here, this was from last week, Monday, 7/6. I bought one call option with a strike price of 145. I paid about $300 for it. Now, by Thursday, that call option went down to $1.34. So, yeah, it was hugely down. And so I decided to double down. And then on Friday, I decided to double down again and about the same price, 130, in the 130 range. So going into this week, I had three call options, all for the strike price of 145 with a call expiration of 731. Check it out right here. This screenshot was taken an hour before the market closed yesterday, and we can see it was doing pretty good, moved up from there. And then we will flash forward to today, and I actually sold all three call options. It was just too much. The thing had gotten over 700. I thought about leaving one of them there, but I thought, no, I'm going to take the profits this time, and we'll see what happens. Maybe the stock goes down tomorrow and I jump back in again. I don't know. We'll see. So let's talk about Palantir's and NVIDIA's relationship. This announcement was put out a couple weeks ago. Their strategic initiative with NVIDIA talking about sovereign environments. Guys, I think the thing that people are missing here is this effort builds on and is deployed through Palantir's previously announced sovereign AI operating system reference architecture with NVIDIA. They've already been working with NVIDIA. I've known this. Everyone knows it. It's common knowledge. They've put out releases. So this is just building upon it. This is why I own Palantir. They take your messy data, organize it, spit it back out so you can make better, faster decisions, but you keep your own data, right? And so that's what we're talking about today with this Alex Karp interview. In this interview, which if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend you go check it out. As always, Alex Karp is very, very colorful, and he's always throwing shade to someone. And this time, he actually calls out OpenAI, the ChatGPT maker, as well as Anthropic, the Claude maker, and basically saying that their token way of doing things is just totally broke and basically come buy my software, which obviously I partially agree with. I'm a Palantir shareholder, so I don't necessarily know if ChatGPT or Claude is not going to work out, if they're not going to be profitable. I really don't have an opinion on that, but I do know that Palantir has been growing and it's just going to keep going. This giant ball is just going to keep rolling and picking up bigger and better contracts as they go along, and this is just more evidence of it. And I think they'll continue to keep building on these sort of sovereign environments as we go along. In this interview or this newsletter right here we have from Fortune, it's their Ion AI by Jeremy Kahn. This is the type of stuff that Alex Karp's actually pointing out in the interview, that Anthropic, the Claude maker, could take your information and use it against you. So in this, the author highlights the Figma relationship with Anthropic. And it says, after Figma discovered that the product Anthropic was building competed much more directly with its own product features than Anthropic had, at least in Figma's view, been letting on, they cut ties. So basically, they were collaborating. Figma thought they were working on something that wasn't going to be used against them. But guess what? They're making a very, very similar product to Figma. So if you don't know, Figma is a creation tool, kind of like Canva. And they just IPO'd, I think 8 months ago. And I did do a little research on this. And the one thing that I do remember, I didn't decide to buy the stock, at least not yet, is that Dylan Field, the CEO, was, just came across as a really nice guy. And I almost feel like, sometimes that's what happens to nice guys in business. They get taken advantage. Well, I'm glad they cut ties before anything, transpired more. But who knows? Maybe it's too late and Claude is going to come out with this creation tool and Figma could be done with. I have no idea. I hope not, for Figma's sake. But anyway, so that's the type of thing Alex Karp's talking about. So What did I do in my investing portfolio? Well, I bought 5 more shares. If we look back at one of my recent videos, I highlighted, you know, the first half of 2026 year. I've showed out all my stocks and what my portfolio performance was. So if you guys haven't seen that, I'll put its first pinned comment down in the comments and you can check it out. But yeah, I added another 5, and with its rise to Palantir going over 130, so it's become the number 2 position. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been up to. If you guys want to see what moves I'm making next, hit the subscribe button so you can get the alerts, and I'll see you in the next one.